Will creators be wiped out by AI? We're going to talk about that right now. Apple, Nvidia Anthropic used thousands of swiped YouTube videos to train AI, is the title of this article, and thanks to Wired. Tech companies are turning to controversial tactics to feed their data-hungry AI models, vacuuming up books, websites, photos, and social media posts, often unbeknownst to the creators. An investigation by Proof News found some of the wealthiest AI companies in the world have used material from thousands of YouTube videos to train AI. Companies did so despite YouTube's rules against harvesting materials from the platform without permission. Our investigation found that subtitles from 173,536 YouTube videos siphoned from more than 48,000 channels were used by Silicon Valley heavyweights, including Anthropic, Nvidia, Apple, and Salesforce. The dataset is called YouTube Subtitles. Proof News also found material from YouTube megastars, including Mr. Beast, Marquez Brownlee, Jacksepticeye, and PewDiePie. Some of the material used to train AI also promoted conspiracy theories such as the flat earth theory. I hope my viewers know, as a science and technology channel, that we don't believe bull stuff like that. Proof News created a tool to search for creators in the AI training set. No one came to me and said, "We would like to use this," said David Pakman, host of The David Pakman Show. Nearly 160 of his videos were swept up into the YouTube Subtitles training set. By the way, if you like this video so far, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support us on Patreon. We need your financial support to be able to go to major AI shows like TED AI coming up in October. And thanks so much for your support, especially to my subscribers. 4 people work full-time on Pakman's enterprise. If AI companies are paid, Pakman said, he should be compensated for the use of his data. And everyone should understand that until very recently, this is how it worked. If someone used your copyrighted material, you got paid for it. Usually. This is my livelihood, said Pakman. It's theft, said Dave Wiskus, the CEO of Nebula, a streaming service partially owned by its creators. Wiskus said it's disrespectful to use creators' work without their consent, especially since studios may use generative AI to replace as many of the artists along the way as they can. Will this be used to exploit and harm artists? Yes, absolutely, Wiskus said. And my viewers know, because I've been saying this for over 4 years now since the beginning of this channel, is that technologists do not care about the impact on people of what they do. And this is an excellent example of that. So the creator of the dataset is a company called Eleuther AI. YouTube Subtitles does not include video imagery, but consists of plain text of video subtitles, often along with translations into other languages. The dataset is part of a compilation the nonprofit released called The Pile. The developers of The Pile included material from not just YouTube, but also the European Parliament and English Wikipedia. Most of The Pile's datasets are accessible and open for anyone on the internet with enough space and computing power to access them. Apple, Nvidia, and Salesforce, companies valued in the hundreds of billions or trillions of dollars, describe in their research papers and posts how they used The Pile to train their AIs. So too did Anthropic, a leading AI maker that garnered a $4 billion investment from Amazon and promotes its focus on AI safety. The Pile includes a very small subset of YouTube subtitles, Jennifer Martinez, a spokesperson for Anthropic, said. On the point about potential violations of YouTube's terms of service, we'd have to refer you to the authors of the pile. Salesforce also confirmed use of the pile to build an AI model for academic and research purposes, which is allowed, by the way, right? The restriction on using copyrighted material is making money off another creator's work. For academic and research purposes, that is fair use. Salesforce later released the same AI model for public use in 2022, and it has been downloaded at least 86,000 times. In their research paper, Salesforce developers flagged that the pile also contained profanity, as well as biases against gender and certain religious groups, and warned that it could lead to vulnerabilities and safety concerns. However, they released it to the public. The next part of the article is called the YouTube Data Goldmine. AI companies compete against each other in part by procuring higher quality data, said Jai Vipra, an AI policy researcher. It's one of the reasons companies keep sources of data close to the vest. Earlier this year, the New York Times reported that Google, which owns YouTube, tapped videos on the platform for text to train its models. In response, a spokesperson told the paper its use was permitted under the agreements with YouTube creators. Now, I have to say on that point that these are called by lawyers contracts of adhesion. So you do not have a choice. Google requires you to allow their use of your stuff without compensation, or you can't use their platform. That is a contract of adhesion. The Times investigation also found that OpenAI used YouTube videos without authorization. Now, we already know that OpenAI scraped the entire internet without permission of people's stuff. OpenAI executives have repeatedly declined to publicly answer questions about whether it used YouTube videos to train its AI product Sora, which creates videos from text prompts. Exhibit B of technologists not caring. YouTube subtitles and other types of speech-to-text data are potentially a gold mine, Vipra said, because they can help train models to replicate how people talk and converse. It's still the sheer principle of it, said Dave Farina, the host of Professor Dave Explains, another major YouTube channel. If you're profiting off of work that I've done to build a product that will put me out of work or people like me out of work, then there needs to be a conversation on the table about compensation or some kind of regulation. I'll make a point in a minute about that quote. Of the creators we spoke to, none were aware that their information had been taken, much less how it was being used. Among those surprised were the producers of Crash Course and SciShow. We are frustrated to learn that our thoughtfully produced educational content has been used in this way without our consent, Julie Walsh-Smith, the CEO, said. Then there was Books 3, another pile, data said, and last year published a piece in The Atlantic reporting his finding, this is Alex Reisner of The Atlantic, that more than 180,000 books had been stolen. Many authors have since sued AI companies for the unauthorized use of their work and alleged copyright violation. The platform hosting Books 3 has been taken down, which, from my perspective, is a tacit admission of guilt. In response to the suits, defendants such as Meta, OpenAI, and Bloomberg have argued that their actions constitute fair use, not if you're being compensated for the material you stole. The pile has since been removed from its official download site, but it's still available on file sharing services. Technology companies have run roughshod over creators, said Amy Keller, a consumer protection attorney. And again, comments coming at the end in a minute. Full-time YouTubers patrol for unauthorized use of their work, regularly filing takedown notices, and some worry it's only a matter of time before AI can generate content similar to what they make. Pacman, the creator of The David Pakman Show, saw the power of AI recently while scrolling on TikTok. He came across a video that was labeled as a Tucker Carlson clip. It sounded like Carlson, but was, word for word, what Pacman had said on his YouTube show, down to the cadence. This is going to be a real problem, said Pacman. A Luther AI co-founder Sid Black wrote on GitHub that he created YouTube subtitles by using a script. Though YouTube's terms of service prohibit accessing its videos by automated means, more than 2,000 GitHub users have bookmarked or endorsed this code, which means it's widely available on the net. There are many ways in which YouTube could prevent this module from working if it was what they were after, wrote machine learning engineer Jonas Dupuy. Google spokesperson Jack Mallon said in an email response to a request for comment that the company has taken action over the years to prevent abusive, unauthorized scraping, which I'm sure it has, but the question is, has it been adequate? I don't know. Once ingested by AI, data cannot be unlearned. So now let's get to those comments. Number one, creators are under siege from all of these AI companies scraping everything off the internet, not for research or academic purposes, which is allowed, but to make money off of it, which is a violation of copyright law. So that's the first thing. Creators are now not getting paid the way they used to for use of their comment. That's number one. Number two, many of these top YouTube channels in this article stated that all of this raises a real concern that creators will be put out of business by these algorithms in the future as they learn and get better and better from unauthorized scraping of content. And my viewers know that given the exponential rate of improvement of AI that we've talked about many times on this channel, it is certain that AI will get that good in terms of its creative ability. When? I cannot say, but see my next video for what's coming. And finally, again, the thing that is crystal clear from years of videos on this channel is that technologists have no regard for the human impact of what they do. Whether the technologies they create put people out of work or keep them from being compensated correctly for their creative content, they could care less. So if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. Also, please support us on Patreon. We need your support to go to TED.AI in October. We also need your support to go to the many other amazing shows where AI-enabled or direct AI technologies are being released every single month now. Thanks so much. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.